Okay, so this is a graph on budget constraints from chapter 5 in my microeconomics textbook, and I'm Richard Freiberg. Okay, so starting point here is that we have a consumer who's consuming potentially two goods, food and entertainment. So, there are some costs associated with spending. So whatever she'll be spending on food is given by the price of food, so per unit. This could be, I don't know, bowl of rice. So price per bowl of rice times number of bowls of rice. Okay, so this is total spending on food. Then there's another good called entertainment. So price per unit of entertainment. So per play, say if that's what we measure. So number of plays that you go to. So price per play times the number of plays, and that has to be less than or equal to your income. Okay, and let's focus actually on. We focus on the case where they're equal. Just to, there's this simple model where there's only two goods. There are no time periods, so there's no point in saving. We could include that in the model, but then we would have three goods: consumption of food today, entertainment today, and consumption tomorrow. And we could have any number of goods, but to make it simple, we settle for two because it makes it easy to draw on. And here we're interested in illustrating the key underlying mechanisms. Okay, so we want to draw. Based on this says what you can afford. I want to be able to illustrate this in some way in a figure. So I want to have one of the goods, entertainment or food, on the vertical axis, and the other good on the other axis. So let's just go with entertainment on the vertical axis. Would then want to solve this equation for entertainment. So PEE equals income minus shifting cost for food over to the other side, and then dividing through by PE like this. Okay, so tidy that up like so. So we have the amount of entertainment that you can afford to purchase depends on what? Depends on your income over the price of entertainment. So if you're only purchasing entertainment, this is how much you can afford. If you also want to eat, buy some food, you have to purchase less entertainment. How much less? Well, that depends on the price of food relative to the price of entertainment. So, how expensive food is relative to entertainment will determine how you can trade off these two. Okay, so let's illustrate this in a diagram, figure like this. Okay, so we have, as we said, no, we don't have price there. Too much of an economist, right? We have entertainment on this axis, and we have food, units of food on the horizontal axis, units of entertainment on the vertical axis. Okay, so let's graph some different examples, and to do that we need to have some numbers here. So let's first look at the case where, say, income equals 22, price of food equals 3, say, price of entertainment equals 2. So the budget constraint will in that case be given from this: 22, that's the income over price of entertainment, over 2, minus the price of food, 3, over the price of entertainment, which is 2, times F. Okay, so this is how much entertainment you can purchase depending on the price of F. Okay, so 22 over 2 is 11. Okay, so let's have that there, and there's an intercept. And then there's going to be a budget constraint with a slope of -3 over 2, or 1 minus 1/2. Okay, so that's the slope of this. So that's a budget constraint for this case. Okay, we could also say, well, how is this body constraint going to be changing if we change some things here? So now look at the case where income is still 22, price of entertainment still 2, but the price of food changes. So assume that it goes from being 3 to 4. Okay, so circle that to show that this is a big thing happening here. So the body constraint would then be 22 over 2. If I only buy entertainment, nothing is affected. I can buy or nothing. I can still buy as much entertainment if I'm only buying that. If it's only the price of food that's changing, but now the way that I can exchange, in some sense, food for entertainment will have changed when the price of food has changed. Okay, so the new budget constraint here is steeper. Okay, so there's a slope of -2 instead of slope of -1.5. Okay, so for every unit of F that I want, if the price of food is higher, I need to give up more of E to be able to buy the same, more F. Okay, and then we can look at the third case where income is increasing. So assume that income is 30, say. So circle that to show that this is a new development relative to the baseline case of number 1 here. P of F, price of food, still 3. Price of entertainment, still 2. So what's budget constraint here? Well, it's 30 over 2 minus 3 over 2 times F. Okay, so 30 over 2 equals 15. So we'll have a higher intercept, but the same slope as in the original case. So the blue and green line here is blue and green lines here are perfectly parallel. Okay, so all of this is showing, this is a budget constraint showing how much can I as a consumer afford? Well, depends on 3 things. Depends on the income, price of good 1, and the price of good 2. Okay, so changes in one of the prices will make the budget constraint steeper or flatter. Okay, so will affect the slope of the budget constraint, whereas changes in income will be associated with parallel shifts in the budget constraint. So increase in income, the budget constraint shifts outward, decreases, budget constraint shifts inward. Okay.